So I'm going to be working now on the canvas that I started yesterday in the previous video. So I've covered completely and it's all nice and dry with this lovely water effect. I'm still working on my marine seascape paintings that's been inspired by Hurricane Irma. I don't want to paint the devastation that it's caused. I was just really thinking about how it churns everything up under the ocean and what it might do to the marine life. Because I've been painting seascapes of late and watery effects, I just came up with this idea. So I've started to paint the marine life into my paintings. And if you saw one of my not last video, or the one before, it shows you some of the fish swirling around, and it's up there somewhere, but I can't move from where I'm sat because I've got all my stuff set out ready to show you. What I'm going to do next is I wanted to paint a turtle, and I saw some green turtles really close up when I was on holiday in Turkey a couple of years ago, and it's been in my mind to paint them at some point. And I thought, because I'm doing these seascapes at the moment and using all the colours that probably I would have used anyway, I've just very lightly penciled in a green leatherback turtle. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, what I want to show you is how I'm going to approach this painting and how I'm going to do these turtles. So what I'm going to do is, it's not something you would normally do in an acrylic or an oil paint. This is a technique that you would use more if you were painting in watercolour on watercolour paper. By that, what I mean is, with watercolours, you always have to paint in reverse to how you would go about it with the techniques you use in oils or acrylics. It's a complete reverse, because with oils or acrylics, you can put layers and layers and layers of paint on. If it doesn't go right, you can let it dry and paint over and over and over. With watercolours, it's a complete reverse. You put all your palest colours on first and you let them shine through the painting without ever disturbing what you first put down on your paper. So what I'm going to do is have a go at doing that on the canvas. So the first colour I'm going to do on the turtle is the lightest colour, and there's quite a lot of light green in the lightest tones of the painting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put my first wash down, and it's going to be this pale yellowy green colour, which I've mixed up, and I just need to get some more because I haven't got enough yellow in this. I'm going to have to turn round and grab my paints because they're actually sat behind the camera in the wrong place, but I need to bring them round, and that's what's making this. The creaky noise is the chair when I move. This chair that I'm sat on is not the best chair to sit on when you're recording, so it makes creaky noises. So anyway, look, I'm just gonna lightly put in the lovely yellow colour that will shine through when I start to put the top paint on. one thing I haven't done, which I should have done, I was just mapping out where everything was going to go. And as you can see, what's happening, which might work for me, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see. The pencil that I'm using is a 2B, and I just put it on lightly. I thought I'd put it on lightly. Actually, I've put it on too thick, and as you can see, it's mixing with the paint and the colours coming through. And I think this is going to work for me. As you can see, the colour has mixed in with the paint, and actually it's given the colour of the exact colours that I actually wanted for the turtles. For the turtle, the tortoise shell, I should say, not the turtle. The tortoise, or I should say the turtle shell, not the tortoise shell, because it's not a tortoise. But the colour might be just right for what I'm looking for. Anyway, I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to put this layer on. Because it's acrylic, I can correct it if it's wrong, but I was going to try and do what I've just described as a watercolour technique, where you're painting from light to dark and using the lighter colours. I won't go on about it too much because I'm not doing a watercolour lesson here, but I just thought it was interesting that I was going to actually approach it in that way. So I won't go on about it too much, but... So this is my first colour. And I think it's looking okay, actually. While I'm using that colour, I'm just going to actually put a touch up here on a couple of the little fish I'd penciled in too, because I wanted just to leave a couple of I'm going to paint these in probably a different colour, but just so as I know where they are and where they're going. I might leave them, I might not, I don't know. I'm just going to leave it like that at the moment. So I've got that far with it, and I'm going to turn the camera off because actually the light's really gone now, and I'm painting with artificial light, which is not very nice for me sat here. I can't actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to stop it there, let that dry, and then come back to it tomorrow in the daylight. It's getting a bit dark now. Okay. Thanks for watching.